Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining us. I am Lily with San Antonio Water System and I'm here with Heather. Heather is in the Conservation Department of the San Antonio Water System, and we are out here today to talk to you. We're going to show you a quick trick on how to measure 200 square feet. But you know, when Heather and I were talking, we thought, why is that even relevant? Why would anybody care about how to measure 200 square feet? And the reality is that you would care if you wanted to apply for one of our awesome coupons. They're landscape coupons that are going to be available again in the fall. So September 1st, they're coming right up. And this is the perfect time for you to start looking at your landscape, figuring out design. So Heather's going to talk to you guys about measuring and design. Before we do that, before I get out of the frame and let her take your questions, I'm going to remind you of a couple of housekeeping things. The first is we are only on Periscope today, not Facebook Live. So please, we would really appreciate it if you would swipe and share the Periscope. Let others know that we're on. That'll share it out on Twitter, share it out on Periscope, so that others can join and take advantage of it. If you are in San Antonio, you definitely want others to know, because this is a really good program that people should know about and take advantage about. Second is, of course, if you like the topic, you know, give us the hearts, but also ask us questions. You have an expert here. It's like a private consultation at home, and you can ask whatever questions you want, and Heather will be able to answer those questions for you. So take advantage of all of that. I am going to get out of the frame now and let Heather talk, but again, for those of you that maybe just tuned in, I'm Lily with San Antonio Water System. This is Heather from our Conservation Department. And I'm going to let Heather take us through the design and the measurement.
Okay, Thank you so much, Lily. I'm really happy to be here today to share with you on Periscope and highlight what me and my peers, the conservation consultants in the Conservation Department, do on a day-to-day basis. So the reason why we are focusing on measuring 200 square feet and design today, like Lily said, is our coupon, our Water Saver Landscape coupon is coming out September 1. You can apply for it right off of gardenstyle.com on September the 1st. So before I get into measuring your 200 square foot coupon bed, I really want to focus on the importance of design ahead of time, and you asking yourself some questions of why you even want to do a 200 square foot bed. Is it just because Saws offers a coupon and you want to take advantage of it? Well, maybe, but hopefully it's because you want to save water. Hopefully you want to apply for the Water Saver Landscape coupon because you want to save water. And then there's probably other reasons why you want to apply for the coupon. You may want to beautify a certain area of your yard. Awesome. And get rid of grass and save water. You may want to solve a problem in your yard. And you can use a coupon to help you do that. I'll get into that in a minute. And you may want to, you may want to solve a problem. I pretty much consider myself a plant problem solver every single day, because I really believe there's not too many problems in your yard that you can't solve with plants. So for example, if you have an irrigation system and you have an area way back in your property and you just don't want to water it every single week because it's turf, that's a perfect spot for a coupon. Another example is if you don't have an irrigation system and you're what we call a hose dragger. We love hose draggers that drags their hose all over the property to water the grass. Maybe you don't want to go all the way to the back of your yard in the blazing sun and water that grass. Maybe your hose doesn't reach that far and you're tired of it decapitating plants along the way. Well, then that's another great reason why you would want to put your landscape bed there. Today, I picked a spot here because I see an opportunity to solve a problem, create beauty, and create privacy. So this is where, if this was my yard, this is where I would put my coupon. So now let's get into the how of it. So if you apply for a Saws Water Saver Landscape coupon, you have to remove 200 square feet of grass, and you need to remove the irrigation in that area. Those are the requirements that you need to meet so that when we come out to do a post inspection, you will pass your post inspection and continue to be eligible for all of our other programs. So that is very important that you actually have a 200 square foot bed and that you've done it correctly, okay? But I'm going to demonstrate it to you is it really is kind of a minimum requirement, if you will. If you follow our advice and you use some of the designs we have available for beds on our website, you'll quickly find that your bed's probably going to be over 200 square feet, and that's good. When in doubt, go bigger.
So we had a question about how to apply for the coupon.
Okay, great question. How do you apply for the Saws Water Saver Landscape coupon? Well, September 1st, go to our website on the gardenstylesa.com. On the very top, you can click coupons, click it, and you'll have great information right there at your fingertips. You'll be able to apply from it there, and that's it. And if you have irrigation, though, as part of that program, if you have an irrigation system, you need to have an irrigation consultation first. So you will be notified of that, and you will make an appointment where myself or one of my peers will come out and do a full irrigation consultation, which is kind of great because we're more than happy to help you measure and give you ideas as well. So very good question. And so let's get into some of the tools that you might use when you want to make sure that your bed is going to be big enough, okay? So you can use one of these wheel measures. These are great. These are really easy. I'm going to have this on my truck if I come to your home to do your water saver irrigation consultation. And it's just as simple as walking with it, and it is going to help you quickly measure that space. So I'm going to walk with this. It takes 2 seconds. I'm going to reset it. This area I have pre-measured to 200 square feet. I'm going to just show you. 20 on the money by 10. And I know it's silly saying this, but a lot of people don't know it's really just the calculation for area, length times width. That's going to give you your square feet. So 10 times 20 is 200.
So I'm joining you because when we were out here, I saw this space and I thought, wow, that's kind of small. I always envisioned 200 square feet being so much bigger.
Yep.
And if people have been following, they may have remembered that not too long ago we did a periscope from my front yard. I took out all my grass.
Huge!
And I probably have 4 pieces this big or more in my front yard. But I only applied for 2 coupons because I thought I was only taking out about 400 square feet. So I love this easy visual. I mean, it is a small space. You told me a really cool trick, which was it's about the size of
a Ford F-150 pickup truck. So think about it when you go to the grocery store. Nowadays, they make the parking spaces bigger than they used to, which is awesome. And pretty much a parking space is 200 square feet. A Ford F-150 is approximately 200 square feet. So that's a nice visual, and visuals are important if you're not in the landscape business and you don't measure square feet all day long. I mean, of course you don't know.
And I have one of these wheelie things because my husband's a contractor.
Why didn't you use it?
Because I was like, I'm going to take out all my grass.
Cool.
I'm done with grass. I wasn't going to take out a piece and then have to still mow around it. So
I get it. Yep.
When you apply for the coupon and you see the plants and you start putting things in, you realize, bigger is kind of better. So I'll get out of the frame again so you can talk about design.
Thank you, Lily. So Lily brings up several great points. The real takeaway is, if she measured first, she would have quickly realized she probably had about 600 to 800 square feet. So measuring is important to get a general idea about what you want to do. So this is 10 by 20. So important to measure, important to know that you are at a minimum going to meet the requirements of the coupon to pass post-inspection. Good starting point. That's where we're going to start. If you don't have one of these, or myself or my peers are not coming to your home to help you measure with one of these because you don't have irrigation, you can use some other tools like your garden hose. The garden hose that you see on the ground to my left is orange. This garden hose is 50 feet long, okay? And so if you know that your garden hose is 50 feet long, well, 20 feet is a little bit less than half of the length of the garden hose. So same thing with extension cords that you might have handy at home. They come in standard lengths and they're really great tools for you to use. And it works awesome. So again though, bigger is always better.
Now Heather, do they have to be, does the 200 square feet need to connect? Can I do 2 islands?
Another very great question. To meet the requirements of our coupon, yes, it needs to be contiguous. They do need to be 1 200 square foot space, okay? The reason why is because that's a really large space that's getting irrigated with your irrigation system, and it would really lend to capping 1 irrigation head, 2 irrigation heads, 3 irrigation head, etc. That is the whole point of our program. We want you to locate your coupon bed where there is an irrigation head, because otherwise, are you going to save water? Probably not. So, there's an irrigation head behind within the 200 square foot bed. This is an irrigation head, and I'm going to get into that in just a second. If this was within your coupon bed to meet the requirements of the coupon program and to pass post inspection, this head needs to be removed and capped. And my friend Adolf Garcia has a really great video on saws.org and gardenstyle.com that demonstrates exactly how to do that easily. He's a great teacher, and guys, it really is easy. You can do it yourself. Okay, so now I want to get into what I really think is even more, is not more important, most important, and that is the design, the why. Why are you even planting the bed, okay? In this case, this is a great location, in my opinion, for 2 reasons. If this was my home and I didn't have anything up against this iron fence, I would want to be planting things that can give me some privacy. So that is a great reason why you would want to pick this spot. Plant some plants that are going to solve a problem. To me, this is a problem. All I see is the traffic. I would love to have some small trees and evergreen shrubs in this area to give my yard privacy for my family, and also to give a sense of enclosure and intimacy to my yard instead of this wide open space. The second thing that I see with this particular spot is a lot of erosion, because it's quite sloped here. You know, grass just doesn't have a deep and robust enough root system to hold slopes this great very well. It just doesn't. What does have a great root system that holds soil and prevents erosion are shrubs and trees. The roots go deeper, they're stronger, they will hold this slope much better than grass. Although, of course, native bunch grasses, which is not what I'm talking about, this is turf grass, native bunch grasses will also help to hold this slope with those trees and shrubs. So you got the why. Why do I want to plant the bed? Well, this is why I want to plant this bed. I want privacy, I want to solve a problem, and I don't want to drag my hose this far, or I don't want to water this area as part of my irrigation system. Okay, done. I've measured off 200 square feet as a minimum so that I know that I'm going to pass post-inspection. Done. Now, what am I going to put here? How am I going to take advantage of the coupon? Okay? How I'm going to take advantage of the coupon is I want to put the right plants for this space. And if you need any help with that, we have tons of sample designs on gardenstyle.com. One, in fact, that I did that's called Create Privacy Along Your Property Line, that basically is what I'm going to talk about today, tweaked a little bit. Okay, so that's that. What am I going to put here? I'm going to have my plan first. I happen to know what my plan is. My plan is to incorporate 3 small trees from the fall coupon. For the fall coupon, you have to pick 7 plants. 2 of those plants have to be small trees, but more of the plants that you choose can be small trees. Okay, so the one tree that I think would be awesome right here as a beautiful focal would be the Mexican olive, hands down, for a couple reasons. This spot is a little bit protected from really cold winds when we get freezes here in San Antonio. Mexican olive can freeze in a really cold winter. So that would be a good spot for the Mexican olive. It would be showy and beautiful. Well, that's the other reason why I want to plant that plant. And the other reason that makes this the right spot for a Mexican olive is because a Mexican olive needs really good drainage. Well, we here in this part of San Antonio, we have more clayish soil. And so if this was flat, it may not be the right spot for a Mexican olive. But the slope here is going to give me the drainage that I need for that plant. So that's the first plant that I want to plant here. Well, a Mexican olive can easily get, if you grow it as a shrub, 20 by 20. I've seen specimens that are 20, well, sometimes really wide, like 25 by 20. So what does that tell me? I don't want to plant my next plant super close to my Mexican olive. I need more room. Okay? I don't necessarily want to plant it here. I need more room. I'm probably going to plant it here. So look what happens to my bed line for my 200 square feet. I move it out. I move it out. I know I'm in my minimum requirements. I move it out. Ooh, I like that gentle curve. That looks nice. That's going to look great with my Mexican olive. Look what else happened. Now I'm also incorporating an irrigation head, and my new bed is actually going to save me water because I'm going to remove it. Okay, what other plants do I want? Well, I mentioned that I wanted privacy and screening. So, favorite tree? Texas mountain laurel. I love it so much. I definitely need to have at least two. I'm probably going to plant one about 8 feet away and the other one about 8 feet away. So I have my main specimen plants that I can easily mark with flags, or you can use a rock. Or if I'm at your house, I can mark them with flags. Okay?
So Heather, remind everybody, reintroduce yourself and then remind everybody where they can find information on design.
Okay, my name's Heather Ginsberg. I'm a conservation consultant in the conservation department at San Antonio Water System. You can find all of the information that we're speaking about today on gardenstylesa.com or saws.org. And you can specifically find design information on our Landscape Design Center on Garden Style. So there's some tabs at the top, and you're going to want to click Design My Landscape One Bed at a Time, I think is what it says, and spend some time in there and click around. There's a lot of really, really, really great ideas in there that really take the guesswork out of it for you. And when you print your design, it actually, I have one over there. If you want to grab it, Lily, that'd be awesome. It actually even prints out with your shopping list to take to the nursery, because I don't know if y'all are like me, but when I go to the nursery, it's a little bit out of control because I just love plants so much. I would just want to get all of the plants. I really love how when you print out one of our designs, it gives you the plant quantity that you need and the name of the plant that you need. And it really, really takes the guesswork out of it. And here's a little bit more complex design that incorporates 2 patioscape coupons and 2 landscape coupons, making the entire backyard turfless and a beautiful outdoor living room. And yeah, so there's simple designs, there's more complex designs, there's a design for everyone in every yard. Okay, so that's where you find the design information to help you with your plant selection and to give you inspiration.
Question.
Yes.
Can you tell us how to go about getting a consultation?
So, good question. To get a consultation, you can call 704-SAVE, and the folks in our office are awesome on the phones. They will make sure to give you the right information and to set you up an appointment time where myself or one of my peers will come to your home for the consultation. Super easy.
Can you give us the phone number again and also the email address?
Absolutely. The phone number to book your consultation is 704-SAVE, and the email address is consult@saws.org. So just to finish up real quick, I said I wanted a mountain laurel here. I said a Mexican olive here. That's my specimen plant focal point. And then I'm going to probably do a mountain laurel here, a mountain laurel here. So now I've met the requirement of having at least 2 small trees. So I have 3. And the remaining plants, you're going to put wherever you want, depending on which ones you pick. You know, I'd probably be likely to add another small tree over here, just as a focal point to soften the brick wall here. And it's just kind of like an evolution as you go through and you're looking at your plants, and then you might change your mind and you might put the flag somewhere else. And if I put a tree here, again, I'd probably want to change the curve of my bed, give a little more room, making the bed a little bit bigger. And you just do that. And remember two things. Start out making sure that you meet the minimum requirements of the coupon. And then most importantly, let your plants that you choose drive your bed. That is what changes your design. There's a great book that changed my life called Plant Driven Design by Lauren Ogden and Scott Ogden. And
From Turkey, can you say hello?
hi!
Hi to Turkey.
Hi to Turkey! Woo woo! Yeah, so again, Plant Driven Design is a great book by Lauren and Scott Ogden that changed my life. Let the plants drive your design.
So I'm going to join you for a wrap up, but first of all, thank you. This was great.
You're welcome.
I love it because I'm learning so much, and I'm then quickly run home and try to apply everything I learned from you guys. So I'm very
Awesome.
excited. I hope you guys do take advantage of the coupon. The design is awesome. This is kind of what some of the plant trees and shrubs specimens are on. I'm certainly going to apply for another coupon and maybe do one of these patio scapes, and I may just remove all the grass in my backyard. This is addicting.
You're off to a good start. Lily removed every shred of grass in the front yard already, so I think
did.
she's hooked.
Yes, I'm drinking the Kool-Aid for sure. So thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you, Heather, for being here.
Thank you all.
We will put links to some of the information Heather shared on our Facebook, on the actual post of it. I'm sorry. I can't add them into Periscope because obviously I can't edit since this is live, but you can come visit our Facebook page to see some of the links. Every Thursday, join us at 10:30, and we're here with great tips on how to do more water conservation things that are going to help your bottom dollar and help you save water. Thank you.
Thank you.